And we are apparently live, and I haven't been live for quite a while. I've been very busy, but how you doing? We have some massive updates. We want to talk to you about the community. Of course, we're going to talk about McTomminay situation, the bidding war between Fullham coming in with a new improved bid on 30 million. Galatasaray also what Scott McTomminay, and the domino effect, how this is going to transpire. We need to sell to buy as well. We'll also have some breaking news regarding Aaron Van-Bissaka on a scandalous 10 million plus add-ons built from West Ham as well. Will Manchester United take the bait? Of course, and Jao Neves, the snowballing effect, just said yes. 100%, 60 million to PSG. It's almost here we go. And Ugarte Loan deal with an obligation to buy. What is that about, and how is that going to affect the transfer market, the way we move? And Rabiot, of course. We're not talking about Veronique Rabiot. We're going to sign his mother. No, we are advanced with Adrien Rabiot. This is the transfer window we love, or some people hate, or some people say, wake me up before we go. But you know what to do. Smick Ruby, solo, and I'm going to open up the floodgates for you to come in and have your say at the end of the window. You know what to do? Smash the like button, and we will back in a couple of seconds. Here we bid.
Welcome to MUFC Realist TV Transfer Corner and Rating Show. Buckle up. Here we go.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to...
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yes, oh shit.
Here we go again.
I'm sorry, I got gremlins. Oh shit, here we go again. How you doing? Good evening, everyone. Manchester United fans all around the world. Sorry I haven't been live for a while. I've been flat out, been working 12-hour shift, and this is the first time I actually get to sit down and kind of summarize what's going on in the ether out there. A lot of people are wondering what is going on with Manchester United. We saw the too fast deal scene, and we know that Ugarte agreed personal terms a long time ago, Matthias de Ligt and everyone. But it's always been that it is a season that you have to sell to buy as well. So this is what Manchester United are doing. And it's kind of a little bit of a domino effect, how it's kind of affecting with PSG and Bayern Munich and de Ligt and everything. But I'm here to say, don't worry. It's like that song with Swedish House Mafia. Don't you worry, child. Man United has a plan for you. Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. Get out of my stream. All right. Everyone, big up for coming in on this day. We do have a watch along coming out later on, so I got to get some sleep. But I will try to run things up in 30 minutes and talk about the development. But before I do, of course, I want to give you guys a massive shout out. And as you see, I've been a little bit busy working on the new design of the backdrop. I have a green screen. And that's about it. But we're going to talk about Obi Martin. Here we go. Who is Obi Martin? The 16-year-old from Arsenal. They couldn't keep him, and we snubbed him. He is something that we're going to talk about as well. We're going to talk about McTomminay, the 30 million bid from West Ham incoming. 1 year left on his contract. 30 million is a good deal for Scott McTomminay. But also Galatasaray is lurking with a scandalous bid. And of course, Scott McTomminay wouldn't mind going there to eat Turkish kebab, but the fee is low. And this is what the Turks do as well. The Gala is keen to join Gala, but however, Fulham, it's always been said, if Fulham comes in on a 30 million bid, United would release him. Ideally 40, 45, but with 1 year left on his contract, you know, was leading this goal scoring almost last year. And you know how Ten Hag was kind of pimping him up 2 weeks ago to say, well, he's an integral part of our squad. But however, you know, it's a shop window at the end of the day. So we got to move on the market, basically. And Jao Neves, basically the snowballing effect with Jao Neves now being almost, here we go, to PSG, £60 million. That means that PSG also desperate to get in some, you know, sales as well. And we know that Ugarte kind of agreed the personal terms. And I said it on the 19th. I said, watch out for Jao Neves. Watch out for this Ugarte deal as well, with a loan with an obligation to buy. What is that for implication? What does it mean for the finance, the club? Well, we're going to talk about that as well. And Rabiot, of course, snubbed Liverpool. Liverpool tears, salty tears. I love them. But, you know, sometimes I want to drink them. Sometimes I just want to gurgle them and spit them out. But you know what? Rabiot, hate it or leave it, we're not going to sign his mother. But Rabiot is not a number 6. He is actually a rotational number 8, what we're going to probably sign. And that is a free deal. And a lot of people say, I don't want Rabiot. No. We have problems before with Veronique. And we know that John Murta wined and dined Veronique twice and she snubbed us. But this is a free transfer. And what things that Jarvis's Corner spoke about yesterday, it's all about competition for the places. Since when did we see we had a star quality bench, right? Like Man City used to have. You know, to win Premier League and to win all the trophies, you need to have squad depth. And for me, Rabiot will fill that depth, fill that void. And for me also, Ugarte will be that player that could sort of be the destroyer. But at the same time, you need a ball carrier in terms of Rabiot, in terms of Kobe Mainoo, in terms of also a lot of players that we're linked to. But anyway, this is me rambling on. And this is kind of what we're going to talk about in today's show. So hopefully you're doing well, like fine wine. I know that sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit, like, you know, like Gattuso was saying. But this is Man United, you know. This is the club that we don't recognize as we are moving. Remember, 2 signings in, and there will be potentially 3 or 4 out. Gattuso, here we go.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Yes, and what Gattuso said, sometimes good, sometimes shit. You know, call it for what it is. But like if it was last season, we would not even had signed one single signing, if you do remember. You know, of course, we've been sleeping deprived of winning trophies, but Ten Hag came in and got us 2 trophies in 2 seasons. So it's not too bad. But in terms of the way we're moving on the transfer market is astute. And we've been speaking on this channel many times about amortization and all that stuff. But before we continue, Sandra Mayers is here in the house. Big up, Sandra. Good evening. How you doing? Yeah, it's all correct. Big up. Great news. 100%. Duncan Bolido is here as well. The Badger sign. I love that Badger sign. Hello there. How you doing? And United is Red is here. Tommy Charlton, 10 million, he says, for Wamba. That's a giveaway. Yeah, that is a giveaway, to be honest. But you know what? United are kind of desperate to get rid of him because we agreed personal term. We want Maserati. I call him Maserati, but you know, Mazarawi. So that deal is pretty much done in principle. But in order to get him over the line, we need to get rid of Aaron Van-Bissaka. You know, I love Spider Legs. You know, he was the right signing when we signed him on the Ollie. I think we signed him for £35 million. So I would say that we already recuperated that money. You know what? If we get 10 million plus a couple of add-ons, yeah, and we get Mazarawi for 17 million, there's not much of a loss. So, you know, you got to think of it that way. What is Mazarawi going to bring to the squad that Aaron Van-Bissaka couldn't? Right? Pretty much versatility. He can play left back, he can play right back, he can play centre back as well. But the thing is, the Mazarawi is so good at going forward, and he's also an improvement of Aaron Van-Bissaka. So it makes sense, people. It makes sense. Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. 10 million is a steal, right? You know, it's just like it's a joke. I know. But before I continue with that, which it's a joke, I know. But I just want to go down to where did that go? I'm not joking, basically. I'm not joking. Right. Where is my tweets? Everything's gone tits up here. Sorry. Wow. Where did it go? Sorry, guys. I am a little bit disorganized with everything here. What's going on? There's so much information going on at the moment. So you know what? So many tabs, but 10 million. Here we go. Yes. Let's put that to the stage. This is coming from our own Rush Maynard Transfer MUFC that always provide reliable information. It's basically saying here, right now, if you look at it, like, coming into West Ham are close to agreeing a deal with Man United to sign Aaron Van-Bissaka. The Hammers are confident of sourcing a deal with United for a fee worth north around £10 million. West Ham are pushing to find a compromise with the player on wages. This is coming according to Jack Rosser, guys. Jack Rosser. So we know that, everything is kind of dependent on Van-Bissaka, right? Everything is he's the spider in the web. We call him the spider legs, but everything is kind of stalled. As soon as we get Van-Bissaka out of the door, we can start moving on Mazraoui in, the Ligt in as well. Lindelof is apparently also going to Fenerbahce. If we get 10 million there, that means that we can start bringing in the Ligt. Of course, we might take a little bit loss, but the way we are recuperating is the overall wages. We're no longer offering these silly wages. We are offering them smart wages, under 200, 175K. So this, in the long run, you save money and you recuperate, if you feel me, right? So I want to hear from you. Of course, you say 10 million. Yeah, it's a low fee. I know it's a low fee. But if you look at the longevity, the long game, how we will benefit as a club, as a team, that is something different. That is kind of how we can weigh it up. Mark is on Deutsche class. He's on a German class. So this is me alone, of course. Yeah, really, 10 million. Yeah, I know. Alistair Dirks, how are you doing, my friend? What are you saying? Evening, everyone. Exciting times ahead. Can't wait for the season to start. Yeah, me too. And speaking about the season to start, some damning news regarding our new signing. We all read it. We all dread it. We all seen what happens in the pre-season tour. Injuries, going to US, playing AstroTurf. Lenny Euro is said to broken a metatarsus. The same injury what Ligt had. But however, it's kind of a little bit of minor. So he is expected to be back in September. Rest in peace, Lenny. But this is kind of like a little bit panic station at the moment. And that is so important that we kind of get the Ligt over the line as well. Right. So anyway, big up, Frankie. How you doing, my friend? What's the latest on the Ligt? Can I see the light? Development. The same. 38 million. We're just waiting for Aaron Wan-Bissaka to move. As soon as we see that move, as soon as we see Lindelof out of the door, boom, bash, boom. That's the domino effect. That is what's going on, peeps. 32 likes. Yes, please. Thank you. Give us some more likes. If we can reach more than 100 likes on this stream today, I haven't been live for quite a while, and I do apologize. Mark did a brilliant show this morning, and now I'm here. I had a 12-hour shift. I'm absolutely knackered. Going to sleep a little bit, and then 9 a.m. my time, it's going to be the watch-along. I'm going to participate. So, yeah, I'm going to be in that one. Any news on Ugarte? Yes. We're going to transition over to Ugarte as well, the latest what I do have. And this is what I want to talk about. I kind of want to keep it to the crescendo, but let's just want to feel you guys. Yeah, it's basically what you are saying, like, Jeff Steele all the way from Adelaide. Funny how Woodward, etc., we overpaid. Now we are letting them go for sixpence. It's not about that. It's just how we do the deals, right? For me, it was never going to be a perfect 10 out of 10 window. Like, we're talking about getting players out, 6 players out minimum, right? And sometimes you got to cut your losses. You know what I mean? Again, I back to take what I said 5 minutes ago. We can cut our losses, but we already recuperated that money on Van-Bissaka and Lindelof and all those dead woods. And Scott McTomminay, by the way, if we do sell him for 13 million, according to the latest from the Fullham coming in as well, that is a pure profit. So you can balance that out. You feel me, right? So you make up that money on the Scott McTomminay sale because he's a homegrown talent. He's a pure profit on the FFP. So it doesn't really matter. Like, the loss versus 30 million, the weight's a little bit higher there. Like, you know what I mean? I hope you feel me, guys. And let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Frankie, what you're saying, I agree with what you're saying. In as much, just do it right now. Just do it. It's not why we are sponsored by Nike, but I feel you. Just do it. We can't wait for outgoings anymore. Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Scott McTomminay, big up Mark, is basically in the chat. So maybe Mark will come in later on. He's kind of rushing home from his Deutsche class. Yeah. But anyway, speaking about Ugarte, like, you know, this is something that I said about 19th. If you go back on Twitter, you know, I said, keep your eyes. There's 3 options from Ugarte, what I'm hearing. And the one that I kind of predicted was a loan with an obligation to buy. So what does it mean? Well, I don't want to talk football finance on this fine night. Like, you know, I don't want to do that. But in certain ways, we kind of spoke about amortization, what it means. So if you get Ugarte in for a loan with an obligation to buy for 50 million, that money comes in next season and pay 50 million next season. And then you can also negotiate installments on that one. You see, PSG are now desperate to offload Ugarte, a player that they don't want, a player that don't fit the system, right? You see that, you see that they're now agreeing deals like, you know, for Jao Neves, 60 million. They need to recuperate some money, right? We're also using Jadon Sancho there as a bargaining chip. So there might be a second option with a straight swap deal. But the latest, what Manchester United is pushing right now, we might even keep Sancho. Be smart, because it's all about squad depth, right? They're pushing for a loan with an obligation to buy, with a small loan fee, right? That would just be registered in our books, maybe 5 million loan. But the rest, that 5 million would be retracted from the remaining fee. So the rest next season, they will buy him on 50. This is what's on the table, and this is smart. So that means that, technically speaking, if you go and buy all this player and you sell Scott McTomminay, you already sold, you know, Mason Greenwood, you're in profit still. So this season, you might only spend 50 million net spend, right? And I don't believe in net spend anyway. But technically, when you look at the overall spend, what you guys are looking at, you're looking, oh, we already spent over 100 million. But no, it doesn't work like that. Again, it's about first how you install the payments. And that's what Manchester United are doing. And this is something that Woodward couldn't do. This is something that Matt Judge couldn't do. This is not even what, I don't know, man. John Murtough, we keep saying, we keep laughing. John Murtough couldn't even sell his, I don't know, packet of crisp on the flea market, even if he wanted to. So it was all peanuts. But for me, this is astute, right? So I want to hear from you at the end of the show as well, because I will open up the link and you have a chance to express yourself, like Madonna song. Express yourself. Anyway, so guys, Stret for Gamers is here to say also what you're saying is quite sad. The Euro is out. Yeah, it is, man. Now he won't be able to introduce him to the Old Trafford game. He's looking like he's going to be back in September by the latest reports. He will miss the 2 first Premier League games. And it's a bugger. Yeah, you can blame it on the turf, right? But always when we go to US tour, it's the bad surface. You know, he rolled an ankle and I don't know, you could see his stud was stuck in there. But positive news regarding Rasmus Højlund, he'd be back in a flash. It was just a little niggle, right? And then keep in mind that we still have competent centre-backs to play. But it depends on, we need to get the Ligt over the line very soon, within the next couple of days, 100%. And I believe that we're going to see some movements, because regarding Bayern as well, they still want to sell the 2 assets, and they will recuperate 38 plus 17. Well, they will probably get a little bit over 50 million for those 2 players, right? And they have other players they want to bring in as well, Jonathan Tah and all that stuff. So it's all a bit stuck, and this all depends on what Manchester United are doing with Lindelof and to Van-Bissaka, which is now very close out of the door, and Scott McTominay also out of the door. So let me know your thoughts and feelings as well in the live comment section as well. Big up to all of you. Hey, Jeff Steele, what you up to? The Ligt turns. No, he did not. There was fake news. There was fake news, fake news. And you know it was. He's basically on holiday, sitting and waiting, because Rafaela Pimenta, his agent, she's in touch with both United and, you know, Bayern. He knows. You know, when players goes on holiday, they switch and they just let the agent do the talking. So it is a little bit stalemate at the moment, but it will be moving very soon. We're not talking about bowel movement, you know, when you have bad stomach, like you have the bally belly, but eventually it will come loose and it will be, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, smash that like for the living like of God. It's only me in the house speaking to you, petrified because I haven't been solo for a while. But the confidence is high because this is the new Man United we are talking about. Yeah, regarding Amrabat, yes, Frankie, yes, true. Didn't you do the exact deal for Amrabat with Fiorentina loan to buy? Yeah, currently Amrabat waiting patiently. Yes, true. He is. And this is the sad news, right? Because he's been there. United are offering the same thing now with Amrabat. They're going cheeky to Fiorentina because Fiorentina don't want Amrabat. They already moved on, basically. So Fiorentina are willing to sort of take a loan again for Amrabat. But I'm willing to take a punt on Mark Nurse, what he has to say, because he's so good and running from his Deutsch class. I don't know. He just wants to be part of this show. Big up, Mark. You ready to rock and
Big
roll?
up, everybody. What's good? What's good? How's
What's
everyone
good?
Doing tonight?
Jesus, you're
Just
fast.
chilling. Yeah.
What?
Took a
Which-
run, you know.
You're running. Run to the hills.
You know what I
Anyway,
mean?
you got the finger on the pulse, man. I've been working 12-hour shift. You know that. Like I've been dead. I've been sleeping like 4 hours, woke up 12 hours, and then we're gonna do the watch along. You did a morning show. I didn't even catch it, Mark. But anyway, you were talking about exits, and now we are seeing McTomminay, 30 million Fullham, right? It's got 1 year left in his
Yeah.
contract, but also Galatasaray coming in again, like 10 million. Screw you guys.
Well, I mean, I would have taken the 10 million to be fair. I mean, it's the domino effect that you want right now. Everyone wants to know why we're not making signings. We need to make room. 10 million in effect is a really, really big deal in terms of FFP. You know, it allows us to spend in the market. You know what I mean? I
That's
think
what
it's
I said
sometimes
before,
it's
yeah.
something around 3 times the amount that we receive in pure profit we could spend in the market. So it's weird. You know what I mean? I would take the 10, but you know, I guess they were being smart because I'm hearing reports that Fulham is coming back in with a bid for somewhere around 30 million. And
Yeah.
if we get that bid, they should accept it immediately. You know what I mean? I'm like, there should be no even discussion. Just
No
thank you.
discussion. Take it. Take it and go.
Just
Like
where
Russell
do I
Peters.
sign? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What I was also reporting on is the Ligt. There were a lot of reports in Germany that he received some offers from Liverpool as well, Inter Milan. He's got some offers from another club in Germany, as well as he received an offer from Real Madrid. And I know some people think that means he turned down Man United, but what they were reporting on in that article is that he rejected all of those offers because he's willing to wait for Manchester United.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not
so it
that
was
he's
fake
turned
news.
down United. He actually wants to come. He's told his agent this is why Rafaela Pimenta got involved in the first place, because he wants out of Bayern Munich.
wants
He
it.
wants
Yeah.
into Manchester United, and that's the one direction he wants to go. So it's kind of a little bit weird, you know what I mean? And especially I saw this report earlier from Samuel Luckhurst about Lenny Yoro's injuries more, how to put it? It's more drastic than
Metatarsals. Yeah.
it's not a metatarsal. It's just
It's
his
not a
ankle. He has
metatarsal.
a stage 2 sprain. He doesn't even have any
Okay.
ligament issues. He
Okay.
doesn't have any bone issues. He's just under a strain. It's just extra
Oh, it's
precaution
strain.
for the guy right now. There's been no, I mean, United have not posted any official reports, but like there are people who work in some departments there that talk about certain things, and it's one of those things that they mention. It's not as bad as people think. They're just taking extra precaution with the young lad because, like they said, they just spent a lot of money on this guy. They're hoping for a bright future for him. So every chance he can get to get back to 100% is what they're giving him right now.
Yeah, true. We got some breaking news coming in right here, right now, that our assistant coach Stephen McLaren has been appointed as head coach of the Reggae Boys.
I mean, that's a good deal. I know my buddy
Jamaica,
the Reggae Boys. Big up to them. Like I know some people and Jamaica fans, maybe maybe my buddy Joe Blackman mightn't be too happy about it, but in my honest opinion, I think they will. The Jamaican team will give him some respect. I think, you know, for us Caribbean teams, especially Trinidad and Jamaica, we have a closer style to that English style of football. It's just we play a lot of ball on the ground.
Yeah, wish
So I
him all
think
the
it
best.
might be
Reggae boys,
something. I think it might be something good for them. To be fair, you know, people might not rate him as a coach, but at the same time, I think for what it's worth in international football, I think he would know how to get the team organized. The Jamaican team has a lot of talent, but they're usually not that organized in their play. And I think that's the one thing you would be able to get from him, and that's probably what they need most.
Yeah. The only thing I think about is Cool Runnings, that movie, the bobsleigh team of Jamaica. Sanka, what are you smoking? I'm not smoking. I'm freezing.
You should be thinking about Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world in history. But at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yes. So just to debunk, I mean, we know Adam, of course, and he reported what was on the news, but it was not true. It's fake news.
No, I actually watched his stream, and I think he actually said that, you know, he turned everyone down for United. I don't think he meant. I think his headline of the stream said, you know, Ugarte turns offer down or something like that. But Israeli, I think really it was just a punt line, and he was really just explaining in the stream that, you know, basically he turned everyone else down because he solely wants to come to United. And he was asking the question, why would he turn all these other clubs down unless he already knew he was going to be a Manchester United player?
So when do you think that it will happen? It's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen. But when do you think, in your humble opinion?
In my humble opinion, if Van-Bissaka signs today and Scott McTomminay leaves on Friday, we might see 3 or 4 signings this week.
Yeah.
I think that's the domino effect for us.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, trying to explain. It's the domino effect, how things are tied up, right? Because, I understand that, you know, people get impatient, they're getting sick of it. But this is the way the transfer works, right? You just don't sign players left, right, center. You got to get rid of players. Of course, we started with 2 signings, and now we got to get players out of the door, and then we get 3 more in. Like, you know, 3 out, 3 in, or 4 in. You know what I mean? Eriksen's apparently also going. He's reported to go 5 million as well, what I've been hearing. Jao Neves, PSG, 60 million. Here we go. And Van-Bissaka, 10 million apparently bid for West Ham. Do you think that's too low? It's 10 million opening statement with add-ons. If you get up to 70 million.
I have 2 opinions on these 2 deals in particular, the deal with Van-Bissaka and Scott McTomminay. Now, I don't really appreciate the price tag. I'm gonna flat out say I would not.
Yeah, me too.
On a normal situation, that would never be something acceptable. But in the current, if you look at the current situation, look at over the last 5 years, the 5 seasons of our performances. It's been up and down as a team in general. You know what I mean? And a lot of these players have performed more poorly in a more consistent sense than they've performed well. So if I'm buying from Manchester United myself, I'm no mug. You know what I mean? I'm going to look at their performance over the last 3 or 4 seasons and be like, well, you know, he's decent, but he hasn't really shown that consistently. Maybe we might get him to be more consistent, but that's not proven. So at the end of the day, it's like, it's what is better for the club. Is it better for the club to sell him for a higher fee? Of course it will be. But it's also beneficial for the club to sell them for a fee in general, because that opens up our spend. It opens up room. It clears our wage bill as well. So
I don't know if you heard what I said, because I was talking about that pretty much, that, you know, you already recuperate the money. We bought him for 30, 40 million back then in early days, right? So if we get 10 million and then you're looking at how we're cutting down the wage bill, we are actually recuperating a lot of money on that one as well, right? So plus you sell McTominay, which is a homegrown player, that is pure profit. You already sold Mason Greenwood, homegrown profit, pure profit on the FFP. So we're not really taking a hit on these deals. Now, the way they want to do is they want to sort of get rid of them. Like, we're not selling them for 5 million, 10 million. They got 1 year left on this contract, right? If you get 30 million for Scott McTominay, 1 year left on his contract, that is a good deal, yeah? Van-Bissaka, if you look at who's going to replace him, of course, he's Maserati. And he's so much better, like three times better going forward and defend at the same time. So for me, that is, I'm willing to take a hit, you know, I don't mind, you know, because the way we are constructing a team, like Jarvis's corner was talking about yesterday, it's going to be competition for places, right? When did we see that we have two first teams sitting on the bench like Manchester City have. This is what we want. This is a positive headache, right?
Yeah, but it's also going to take time to facilitate that squad level bench. And to be honest, it's like we're doing it. What we should be more focused on is the fact that in this regime is taking losses to aggressively rebuild the squad as fast as possible. You know what I mean? We should not be frighting and fretting over the fact that we're not getting top dollar for some of these players. Like, I would love us to get top dollar for some of these players. Don't get me wrong. The more money, the better. That's always going to be a better situation. But right now, if we're being honest on the performance of some of these players, you can't really expect to get top dollar. I mean, you could look at the market and say, well, oh, Smith Rowe was sold for 28 million. Why aren't someone offering 28 million for Scott McTomminay? Well, United is one of the largest fan base. Most of anything that happens with United, it goes viral. And when we say a player is garbage, that goes viral as well. You know what I mean? It's not like these people don't have Twitters and they don't say, well, look, United fans don't like this player. He's garbage. He's rubbish. All of these things affect the price tag of players and the value of the players. Don't think it doesn't, guys. You know what I mean? So it's more about sometimes you got to take a loss to gain in the future, and this is about the bigger picture in this moment. So the players we sold now,
totally agree.
It's for the bigger picture later on.
That's a balanced approach, and this is how I think. But guys, I started a poll right now because we want to hear from you, and the poll goes like this. The question goes like this: simple question, and it goes like, would you take a hit for Aaron Van-Bissaka 10 million to bring in Maz and Ligt? So basically, Mazarawi and Ligt. I just call it Maz. You know what I mean? And for me, that is like, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we are not the recruitment directors. We are not the finance directors. We're just the fans, right? So why do we care? All we care is about getting the deadwoods out, getting new blood in, and challenge for the titles and cups. And that's what we're doing at the moment, man. Speaking about that, we have from yesterday breaking news. You know what I'm going to talk about, right?
Cheeto, Obi Martin.
Oh, Obi-Wan Martin, yeah.
Yeah, this young Dane is spicing up the network right now. I mean, he's very, very, very talented, a young striker. I have to say that. I've watched one or two of his games back over last season because I haven't seen much of him. I've seen him play against United. I've seen him play one other game, and that was all I've seen of him last season. He did well. You know what I mean?
He bagged 40 goals.
He scored 32 goals last season in 18 games. The season before he scored, I think, was like 2 or 3, and he only was there for like 2 games or something like that. He's a very prolific goal scorer. We have to admit that. There's no denying that about him. I was just shocked that he was sent to the first team as the third striker. I thought they would have gave him a year in the under 18s and let him progress naturally into the form. No, but he's ready. Look at him. You can see. Look at his size, bro. He's physically strong. He's big.
He's strong.
He looks.
He doesn't look like a 16-year-old.
He knows what he's doing. He doesn't. So if you're old enough, you're good enough. Let's not debate that. That's one thing I won't debate.
Wait. Just look at this.
Yeah, he's good. Wheatley looked just as good last season, bro. Trust me.
He's good. Look at it. He's tall, jingly, explosive. Does he look like a 16-year-old?
No, he doesn't. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. He might not look it, but he's still a 16-year-old. So, we're going to have to protect him. Let's not be crazy.
People
he's not 18.
No. He's 16. Like Yamal as well. 16 as well. I mean, if you're old enough, you're good enough. But this is a freak of nature generational talent, right?
I wouldn't say that just yet, I mean, I think he's a very, very big talent. I just think that, he's playing against other kids his age who he's technically bigger and faster, more mature in his style of play than most. So I would like to see him play get some minutes in this next season, drip fed into the team, maybe 10, 15 minutes here or there. And let's see what he's all about, because that's the only way we can say he's generational or not. Currently, he's providing that possibility that he is. So
trust
definitely
me,
we're not
trust
taking that
me.
out from him at all.
Arsenal fans are crying at the moment. Are you ready to duck, by the way?
Crying. I mean, they're not the only fan base crying. Crystal Palace. Remember last season, I was telling you guys I was watching a league game against Crystal Palace, and there was this youngster that I really liked. Well, he's now a Manchester United player.
Are you ready to duck? Here comes some uppercut.
Uppercut coming.
Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Super chat.
Jeff Steele from Adelaide is saying with a $5 Aussie super chat. So the good news regarding Højlund, considering not hearing anything, bring on Obi Martin. I agree. Listen, the good news regarding Højlund is nothing. It's a nothing burger. It was a little bit of a muscle. He pulled a little muscle strain. He's been back in flesh, right? But Obi Martin, let's talk about Obi Martin. We talked about being a generational freak of nature, right? I watched him, but Arsenal fans are fucking crying, which is, I love it. The thing is, I love it. Now, it's even reports that he's going to be part of the first team as well. He's going to be integrated in the under 18s, but he's also going to be chance given in the first team as a third or fourth striker. That is the latest report. Mark?
Yeah, I'm here. I think
What's your opinion?
Højlund, well, there's some reports coming out this afternoon that Højlund should be featuring in the game against Liverpool, so I think he's going to be back. But bring on Obi Martin, because like we always needed to have the depth. We needed the squad depth. And most importantly, I think it's something definitely that we were always going to need. We need to rotate. There's no, like I'm saying, these players are young. They shouldn't be playing more than 30 games a season. You know, that means there's room for Xerxes to play 30 games. There's room for Obi Martin to be coming on for like 15, 20 minutes and probably almost every game. You know what I mean? When the minutes add up, they'll probably all have played 30 games.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And furthermore, it doesn't stop there as well. It does not stop there, because Fabrizio Romano also comes in to say, after Obi Martin, Man United also agreed deal to sign Samuel Lusal from Crystal Palace for the academy. We are swooping in on all the best talent available cross-country around Europe. The 16-year-old winger is set to United move after they turned down scholarship deal at Palace. That is what MUFC Youth reports as well.
Did you see the other young man?
No.
Young Mexes.
No.
This one's a cam. So it's three.
Yeah.
It's not two, it's three of them. You know?
All right then.
I talked about him this morning. You know, he comes in. I think he also comes in from Crystal Palace as well. And I think these three players, they might be reporting Van Nistelrooy was huge on bringing in Cheeto Obi Martin. But I'm 100% sure that this has Jason Wilcock's fingerprints all over it. These three players.
100%. So yeah, no, I'm excited. We are swooping in on young talents, and then we are embedding it with mature players as well. Big up to Niall as well. Big up to you, my Scottish friend. How you doing? Good evening. What else? Rabiot, of course. We're going to talk about Rabiot. That deal is what we said, advanced at the moment, right? We've been saying it for quite a while on this channel. Keep your eyes on Rabiot. It's not because it's a free signing, because he's a system player, right? It's the right move. You get a little bit of youngsters, but you're also getting a little bit of experience. And I know people saying, nah, he snubbed us before. But he ain't going to get those massive astronomical salaries because we made sure there is a salary cap. So what do you think he's going to get in salary?
Before you say that, you have to duck, bro.
Really? What's going on here? Oh, it ducked again. All right, big up Jeff Steele. I didn't even have a chance to duck, but Jeff Steele coming in again, just like the good days. Your call and sharing 100%. Really?
Yo,
really.
You missing something. You missing Solskjaer, bro. We got Ethan Wheatley. Yep. Don't forget about him. I keep telling you guys about this youngster. You guys are going to remember that I said this in a few months.
Right.
Don't worry about him.
You ready to duck again?
Oh, my God.
And we have also from Jonathan Liljeberg, the legend from Sweden, gifting 5 memberships. And Mark, We are growing as a community. Ciao. Let's see who got the membership. Big up, everyone. Welcome to the members club. Ciao Orion got a membership, and James Warrington.
Big up to Ciao.
Denton, Denton Angus as well, and Marty MUFC was gifted a membership as well. So big up all of you guys. And Stretford Gamer is coming in with the super chat again. Guys, you guys are crazy, man. Thank you so much. What is the super? Before we continue with the super chat, just massive thanks for Jonathan Liljeberg, and thank him giving me roses and love hearts, and welcome to the family, guys. Stratford Gamer coming in with from South Africa with 14 South African ringgit. If Ineos are serious, get 2 centre backs, a Ligt and another one. That's what they're going to do, Mark. What's your thoughts regarding the Stratford Gamers tweets?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we should be doing. Like I've been telling everyone, we got Euro, we have to get the Ligt and get Gonzalo Inacio. Get him. You know what I mean? We need someone to back up. Yo, Jamie, chill out, bro. I told you, man, them 3 to 6 weeks since Monday, bro. The extra 2 weeks is just extra rest that they gave the player, bro. Relax.
Everyone just
1
relax.
month is August. We only play what, 1 game in August because we play 2 games in August, I think, right? 2 games. So we play 2 games in August. You know, he's out for until the middle of September. He's going to be back for the important games, and he's going to be well rested, ready to go. He will be observing for all those 2 months, watching what he needs to do when he gets back into the squad. You know, yeah, calm down, guys. Calm down, calmer. The Ligt's coming in, calmer. You know, I know everybody's worried about Lisandro Martinez's fitness, but remember, guys, he had 1 injury that relapsed, and then when he did come back fit, Kufal fell on his leg.
Yeah,
anyone would get injured if a 200-pound man fall on your leg. Trust what I'm telling you.
An elephant falls on your leg, yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Listen, one thing that, guys, wake up, smell the coffee. We have a total new background staff. Like, we didn't have a proper director of football. We didn't have a proper technical director. The technical director was actually Fletcher, right? With no pedigree CV. Now we got best-in-class people. And even Samuel Lockhurst comes in to say here right now that Mitchell van der Gaag, Steve McLaren, and Benny McCarthy were the 3 coaches Ten Hag brought in 2 years ago. And all 3 are now gone. McLaren isn't on the tour, has been back to Carrington. New coaches, Andreas Georgsson is now in LA. We're talking about the set-piece coaches. And we saw the breaking news that he got a new job. We're talking about Steve McLaren got a new job with the Reggae Boys in Jamaica, right? So think about that. We are actually assembling a new squad, a new total training coaches, new, director of football. Everyone is new. And guys, you are ready to duck again because, damn, this is flying in with...
Oh, my God!
Right.
Big up to Alistair Dirks.
Dirksy is coming with 5 memberships as well. Thank you, Dirksy. And I have to pull out this like a rabbit from the head. Alistair Dirks gifted 5 membership, and the one that got gifted a membership was Subiaso, and love you as well. I love you too, man. Philip Bidwell as well, Kazimaya and Andrew J. And Michael Zakaria was also gifted a membership. Guys, again, welcome to the family. A massive thank to Alistair Dirks. Bro, thank you so much. Listen, are you going to go watch the game? Yes, so 3 a.m. Will be 9 a.m. in the morning for me, I think. Is it 3 a.m.
for me?
Oh, shit.
4 a.m. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep and be back. I will probably be back around that time. Don't worry about it. Big up to you, Chibex. What's good? You know what I mean?
So listen.
Yeah, we've been hearing about those reports.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Rabiot, right? I want to hear your thoughts on Rabiot. That deal is very advanced. He snubbed Liverpool, doesn't want Liverpool. Salted tears. I drink Liverpool tears any given Sunday, and also drink Arsenal tears, to be honest, because we snub the generation talent. But Rabiot, as I said, he will not get astronomical wages. He will not get a dime over 200K. Right? But do you think, where would he fit in the system?
I mean, Rabiot, the Swiss Army knife for French football. Anywhere you want him to fit in the midfield,
he's a Swiss
from
Army
the 8
knife
to the 6. I mean, this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know,
We got some breaking
United.
news.
Yeah, I talked
Rashmino.
about this morning on my stream.
Yeah.
But he didn't travel with the Bayern Munich team to South Korea, also because he was not required to be back from his vacation until the 2nd of August. So that is one possibility. The other possibility is he knows he's going to be a Man United player before that. So
yeah. I mean, they have a deal agreed in principle. You know, Rafael Pimenta is not a fucking mug, to be honest, right?
She doesn't
It's
play.
there. It's there because they need to sort of generate sales. They're in the same stalemate, so everything will be moving once Van-Bissaka
They
is
have a
gone.
centre back with a broken leg, and they need to get Jonathan Tah in, and he can't come in if the Ligt doesn't go to United. So, you know,
So
people.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean, people, and I said, who is actually the winner here? I think United is the winner.
United, we gonna win. I mean, we didn't win them all this summer. You know, we lost Jao Neves. I know some people are hurting some people about that. Some people wondering why we didn't pay
but
that
was
money
a
for.
sacrifice.
But you know, sometimes it's just, yeah,
you can't win them all. But we won Lenny Euro over Real Madrid. We snubbed them, right? We won Xerxes over Milan. We got that over the line. Now we are winning the race of how we're not going to overpay. So we are sticking to our guns to say 38 million plus add-ons. That's about it. We know you're going to pay. You know what? We walked away from the Brentwaite deal as well. This is not United that we know. So basically, we are trying to get with Omar Barada to say we're not going to pay more than 60. That's it. That's the bottom line. You used to do that at City as well. So how can you not be happy? You know, you just got to be patient and wait it out. As it's like a war of attrition. United knows the worth, the values. They were acting like the big club again to say, nah. You know what? You want 70 million for Brentford? Just take a hike, man. And we're not going to buy the Ligt, and we're going to buy Lenny Euro, which is the best up-and-coming centre-back. Unfortunately, he got injured, but it's just wait and see. I know a lot of people are just frustrated. We want to see more movements. But I always said this window is all about the outs first, how we generate the money, to be honest.
100%. And the most important thing, guys, is that, you know, Man United trying to do these deals on our terms. And I applaud. I hope everyone could just, you know, understand that it's more important than the deals that we do. We need to get them done on our terms because it benefits us going forward. You know what I mean? I know the length of time it taking to gain some of these players frustrating, but that's
anyway, further breaking news from Jan Fjorthoff as well. Let me just bring that up. And this comes from Rashmano as well. When Jan Fjorthoff tweets, he knows German football. If he knows, he knows. And he's basically saying this. The Ligt not traveling, waiting for a solution with Manchester United, of course, but also still on Euro vacation, what you said. Let's just confirm
exactly.
So, guys,
100%.
Don't worry, he will be a Man United player eventually, sooner or later, right? We will also get Mufc of the line sooner or later. We will get Ugarte Loan with an obligation to buy sooner or later. We might hell even keep Sancho. Who knows, right? Sancho was part of a bargaining chip. But if we can keep Sancho, we don't have to sell. We get Mazraoui and we get Ugarte on the loan and we buy him next season. That means that next season, it's going to be a total different spend. We don't have to put him on the season. Yeah. It's smart. And Rabiot for free. So,
Rabiot, I heard Rabiot is going to be on 140K and he's agreeing to this package.
He wants to play for United. He's rejected every single Premier League club. He wants to play for Premier League. Everyone has got a hard on now for the United project. Do you feel me?
Yo,
you know, we are back on the top again. Yeah.
We need a player like Rabiot. Trust me. Like, man, like, okay, even if he does start a Brazilian games, having him in training with Kobe Mainoo and the likes of Toby Collier is indispensable and invaluable.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a new poll, but I'm gonna finish the other one. And the poll what we had on running for 17 minutes was, would you take a hit for Aaron Van-Bissaka 10 million to bring in Mazraoui in the Ligt? And 82% of you said yes. Sensible. Now I'm going to start another poll. And you know what that poll is going to be? You know, it's a very simple poll. and you guys are going to be surprised what I'm going to say. The poll will be, hold my beer, Mark. What do you think I'm typing?
I don't know if we think Rabiot comes in, here we go tomorrow.
No, it's just playing the devil's advocate. For some people say I don't want Rabiot, but my poll question is: would you rather keep McTomminay than bring in Rabiot?
9, 9, bro. It's what I'm on them really thinking that McTomminay is equivalent player to Rabiot. Really?
Yeah, but listen, McDomino is what they would call him, like it's sideways. Listen, you bring in a Rabiot, you ship off McTomminay, all of a sudden you get goal threat, you get set pieces, you get height, you get everything that you need. It's an upgrade, yeah? If he's going to finish off his 3 years career with United, you get something because he's a free. It's like Christian Eriksen was also free. Now we're getting 5 million for him. It's a bonus, right? We didn't pay anything for Christian. It's a bonus. And he's an upgrade on McTomminay, 100%, right? He's the Swiss Army knife that can play 6, 8, 10. You know what I mean? But he's so good in the air as well. So good in set pieces. We need that player. So
what Rabiot is really, really good at too, Mick, is in transition. When they win the ball back and they give Rabiot the ball, trust me. Why you think Kylian Mbappe scored so many goals since Pogba leave? Well, he still scored goals because he's get that ball from Rabiot. That ball around the corner, that ball through midfield. Rabiot's a very top of the line player, bro. He's a winner. I think, bringing him in as part of the experience to help train the youngsters in the midfield is super important, is super worth 140k a week, especially if Eriksen leaving. Because one, he going straight on Eriksen wages, which is the same thing just paying Eriksen. You know what I mean?
We paid Eriksen 200, 250, so Eriksen's going to go as well. So that is a replacement.
That's not weird. So he getting less money than Eriksen?
Yeah.
I mean, he getting 140k per week. That's the
this
offer
is
that
mad.
on the table.
This is what I'm calling mad. We're getting these quality players to agree for lesser wages. And we even did a report that was printed that Frankie de Jong also to United. And see, some people say 600 is never going to come. What if we get Frankie de Jong on 200k a week?
9. I don't believe that one. I
don't believe that one either. I want to stay away from that.
200k. If they tell me 350, I might say it possible, because 350k in pounds probably works out to somewhere around 4 or 5 in euros, or 450.
We know that Ten Hag has a hard on for his youngster. That he's De Jong, and we know that he wants him. But the question is, has that ship sailed? What if? I'm not saying hypothetically. What if you convince him to come, right, for 200k a week? Like, fuck the money. I made my money. Now I'm just going to play for Ten Hag and this project.
I don't know. I still concerned about his ankle right now, because that injury didn't look too righteous.
No, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was one of those fans that was willing to wait the entire last summer again to get Deschamps. Trust what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I know what his profile would do in our squad. But
anyway, we're just having a short debate. Toby
kind of changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Toby is going to be something. Toby. Thomas Fedines, one of our members all the way from Gothenburg, Sweden, say, I take Rabiot on a 2-year contract with 1-year extension option, only 100 to 200k a week. 100%. Me too. I agree. 2 years.
Thomas,
contract,
I just said it. The reports are he's getting 140. So it's even cheaper than what you want to pay him, bro. So I'm taking him. I thought he would have to pay this guy somewhere like 220. That's why I was like, it's possible a bad decision, but 140?
Yep. 100%. Anyway, before we close the shop, I promise people, if you do want to come in and have your say regarding this transfer window, let us know your feelings. I pasted the link here, just in the chat. You can see it. This is the link to the StreamYard studio where me and Mark is sitting. Come in and have a chat with us, a couple of minutes. Let us know what you think about United and how we're doing business. So do you think that Aaron Van-Bissaka 10 million, what the poll was saying, 72%, yes, it's okay. Rabiot, for instance, Ugarte Loan to buy, those kind of things. Let us know, right? We want to hear from you. At the end of the day, it's a community channel. It was a while since we did a call-in show, but now you have the opportunity to have your say as well. Don't be shy. We're not biting. Tommy Boyle is in the house as well. What are you saying? Tommy Boyle is saying, I like
Big
Rabiot.
up Tommy
Would be good
Boyle.
for us, but Ugarte, Maserati, Ligt, maybe even Hanko more important to get one first, I think. Hanko, I haven't heard much about Hanko, but
There've been some news coming in. Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah, there's some news coming in about Henko. You know, we are looking at him. He's interested. You know, we have inquired about the deal. It's somewhere in the region of £25 million, somewhere there. I give or take £5 million. I could be wrong on that figure, but I think it's more around that region. You know, but it's about. I think it's about the funds in this current moment. Like, I think we're waiting to get some deals done before we try to extend in the market. So it could be a possibility later on, guys. So, you know, the way this new ownership have been moving is like we're looking to get like 3 midfielders, 3 defenders, 2 strikers. We already got 2 strikers. I mean, so it's like they're doing the business. So I can't really, you know, complain too much.
What's your thoughts on Rob Dawson, ESPN? Is it reliable or is it just being making up of gash? Is it?
I don't know.
He was banned from the press.
I think if I could compare his article with a guy from Germany or a guy from Italy or Spain that's are saying something similar,
Santi.
yeah, I could believe it. If not, I'll be running away from that.
All right. Dawson comes in with the salty one here as well, just now. Man United are set to assess Ahmad's future in January. The winger has entered the final year of his United contract, although the club have an option to extend it for another year to 2026. I say they are really, really, really hoping on Ahmad this season that he will come through. You know, he's the big hope, right? What's your thoughts regarding that? Yeah, it's true. Entering the final year on his contract. But what do you reckon? Will it be Ahmad's season?
Yeah, I don't know. In my honest opinion, I feel like he has to prove it this season. I like his profile. I like what I see from him last season. But I'm like, I need to see him perform over 20 games. I need that. I need him fit for 20 games to perform. Big up G Wolf. What's good,
G Wolf in the house.
Yo, guys. How you doing?
Yo. Yeah,
Chilling,
Premier.
chilling.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Dear me. What do I... So, we're talking about the transfer? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, what's your general feeling like in everything that we've spoken about? We've spoken about the outs. We've spoken about, you know, taking a hit for Aaron Van-Bissaka, 10 million. Scott McTomminay, 30 million. You know, and...
To say the truth, I would have taken 20 million for Scotty if it was me. So, to say the truth, if we can get him for 30, brilliant. Obviously, people know about me and McTomminay on Rich Sports' channel, what I used to be on. But yeah, he's definitely not a United. He's not a United player for me. He doesn't fit in. So, me personally, pass is new. Hopefully, we can get him out for 30 mil and send him to Fulham. That would be brilliant because they're going to be relegated in next year.
You will sing that song, Time to Say Goodbye, right? Can you hear it?
No.
No. Time to say goodbye. Scotty Mac. No, it's time to say goodbye. And I agree with you saying, mate, because, hey, we are building a fucking award-winning squad right now. Like, that's what we want to be. We want to be back to the top. So I understand, like, you know, okay, he scored a lot of goals. That was one season wonder, yeah. I never kind of understood what Scott McTomminay is for a player, right? Until last season, I saw that, yeah, he's a pass sub. He's good coming off the bench. But, hey, it's not a bad shout to have off the bench. But if you keep him on the bench, he's taking out spaces for the youngsters to develop and come in as well, yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I've always, that's what I've always said, like, you know, with McTomminay. It seems like that he's always in the squad where it's like, you know, he came on as a sub for when Casemiro got sent off last season, and don't get me wrong, he did well. Like, you know, there's been some times that he has done well and helped us and helped the club out, but overall, is he what we need? No, we need better. We need better options on the bench than him. And also, like, you know, as you said, like, he's taken up space for a youngster as well. Like Collier, I tell you what, I would love to see him in the Premier League next season if he can do what he's done. Like, you know, in the last 2 games of pre-season, we got an absolutely amazing player on our hands. Alongside Mainu as well.
Yeah. Listen, massive shout out for your studio build. Like, it looks pretty cool. Like,
cheers, bro.
You're hiding behind the Mickey Phelan brick wall, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so cool. I mean, I'm pretty relaxed while we're going with the transfer window, like, you know, because I trust these guys what they're doing right now because we have competent people in now, right?
Exactly.
Something that we didn't have last season. So, guys, just chill. There's 4 weeks left.
People need to chill. Like, I've seen so many people on social media literally going nuts, saying, "Oh, why aren't we getting this player in? Why are we not doing it quick enough?" Think about it. They've been in here for 6 months. They've only been here for what, 6 to 8 months, and already they are making things happen.
No, not even that. I mean, if you look at Omar Berrada, just started, right? Ashwood just started. Like, you know, the one that's been there longest to be saying is actually Jason Wilcox. That was the first one out of them into the door.
And like, you know, if this was under the Glazer ownership still, we would still be waiting for our first signing of the transfer window. We'd be waiting until the end of the window before we sign one player. We've already got 2 players in. It seems like that we're on the road to get it absolutely done early. Get our like, you know, at the moment it's like getting our players options in.
Oh my God! Sorry, guys. There's some absolutely prats on Twitter. Sorry, guys. I gotta call you guys. This prat just posted like this. Fabrizio Romano is using your catchphrase. Time to sue this guy for everything he's worth. What? I use "here we go." Is that a trademark? Everyone is fucking using your fucking twat. Seriously. Jesus fucking Christ. Some people. Can you believe it, guys? Are we not allowed to say "here we go"?
I don't know, bro.
I thought that was only a Fab saying.
You fucking prat. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to respond. I'm crying. I'm laughing because, hey, every fucking single Tom, Dick, and Harry in the YouTube space are using "here we go," right? So I even say "here we move," "here we bid," "here we run," "here we crawl." What's the difference?
Exactly.
Done deal. Is it? Jesus Christ. Should we put a trademark on it, right? TM. Here we go. TM. Anyway, we have more callers coming in. Big up. We have Tommy as well coming in. Big up, Tommy. Tommy. Hey, how you going?
Big up, Tommy. What's the black kid is looking fresh?
Oh, he's got the black kid. Look at him. All blacks. I can't hear you, mate. You're on mute. Anyway.
Oh, your mic is muted, Tommy. We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Still muted, bro. Maybe jack the mic out and put it back in.
Yeah, something is wrong. Tommy, come back with your mic on. Anyway, just want to hear from
if
Tommy
he just goes to the center, there should be that's where the settings is. If he clicks on that, he should be able to see his audio. Or just do that and then come back in.
Yeah. I'm still laughing. Some fucking idiots out there, like, you know, everyone is using "here we go." It is so saying to Fabrizio, time to sue him. He's using your "here we go." Okay, sue Goldbridge, sue everyone, sue all the channels is using "here we go," right? So it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Anyway, time to move on. We are moving places. Right. Tommy's coming in. So in terms of Rabiot for free, I want to ask you, G Wolf, what do you reckon about that one?
I don't mind it. Is he? I don't mind him as the player, but dealing with his mother, it's.
Well, you're not going to marry your mom, right?
Well, you're not going to marry it, but the only thing is that's his agent, and she's going to try and rinse us for everything that she can get out of us. Like, you know, they were trying to do it.
No, apparently no. We're going to offer him less than 200k a week.
That's good. I would still try and do it for a loan deal first. I would have a loan, and then if he doesn't work out, then we don't have to buy him.
Exactly, Danny B. Alice does it every week, for fuck's sake. With here we go. I can't believe some idiots like that. Do you even fucking have a brain, Man United talk? Seriously, are you just fucking salty? You know, if you want to fucking talk to me, man, instead of going and tagging in Fabrizio Romano to sue me, mate, I fucking sue you too, mate. Watch this space. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, I'm having a laugh, people. Right, so should we just transition over to the game, you know, Real Betis, guys? What do you reckon about this game? Tanaka is saying this is the most important game of the preseason because the way they play.
It's going to be different considering that we haven't got Yoro or Hoyland playing. So hopefully Xerxes, as he's been training, hopefully he'll get a game. And then I don't know if it'll probably be Maguire, won't it, in the centre back with Johnny Evans.
With Johnny Evans.
Yeah. Good old Johnny Evans.
Good old Johnny. We're not going to see good old Tommy coming in. I think he disappeared. But anyway, I'm just excited to see this style of play again. High press, how we're going to play. So do I have an expectation? What do you reckon? Score prediction, G Wolf? What do you reckon, man?
I'm going for a 3-0 win. I think it'll be a positive. I think it'll be a positive result for us.
Yeah. What about you? 4-3, you said, United.
I said 3-0.
3-0. All right. Here comes Tommy as well. Tommy, can you hear us, man?
I can hear you. It's whether or not you can hear me.
Yay, we can hear you.
Hey.
Yeah, you got your new black kit, hammer. Hey, look at you. Sure, give us a little bit of show off. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice.
It's looking dapper like a pink snapper. Snazzy. Yeah, Tom, you got the final word before we close the shop, Tom. So everything that we've spoken about, Tom, right? So
yeah,
sacrifice a little bit to get a better place in. Do you agree? Cut the losses.
I do, yes. The only thing for me with McTomminay is it all depends on who comes in. I think because he's a good kid and he plays for the badge, I'd like to keep him on the bench maybe just until January, maybe let him go in January. But if we need to sell to get other players in, then yes, we've got to let him go, haven't we? But it's a shame, really, because I know he's not a starting player, and we know he can be a starting player in other teams in the Premier League or the Scottish League. So we've got to let him go, haven't we? I think if we do let him go, let's just hope we've got enough cover, because injuries plagued us last year, and that's my worry again.
True that.
You know,
true that.
So, you know,
100%.
Coming off the bench, he can have an impact.
Yeah.
Keep him maybe till January just to make sure we've got enough cover, and then maybe let him go.
Yeah. But we know he's for sale. Clubs always said that. But, you know, the poll here said 43 votes started 18 minutes ago. And it says, would you rather keep McTomminay than bring in a Rabiot? And guess what the polling result is, Tommy?
Oh,
what would you say?
Close, that one, I think. So a lot of people aren't a fan of Rabiot, are they?
What's your guess?
45, 55.
Oh, it goes 75% no.
No, you're wrong. Actually, the overall voting result is 66 says no. They'd rather bring in Rabiot. So 66% said no to Scott McTomminay. So the consensus is there, what majority of this community thinks, right? So it's all about getting Deadwood out and transition to a new squad. Yeah, you know. Would Scott McTomminay win your trophies? Would Scott McTomminay win your title? You could ask those questions. No, he won't, right? Will Maguire win your titles? No, he won't, right? Will then Euro win your titles? Potentially, yeah. The Ligt, yes. Potentially, yes. You know, so for me, the way I see it, as what Jarvis said on the Monday, like, you know, we're creating competition for places, right? He ain't no given Sunday that you're just gonna walk into the team like Rashford and that needs to fight for his right. Everyone needs to fight for his right. So for me, that is excitement in a box.
Absolutely. Agree with you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, definitely. Guys, I think it's late. I think where I'm sitting, it's 3:49. I got to wake up a few hours. I'm going to do a watch along, I think, if I wake me up. Jarv.
Before you go.
Yeah, no.
Late day, isn't it? About
Yeah, the gentleman down there told me I'm 5 hours ahead of him. He's like, mate, can you wake me up? You're the one who should wake me up. Anyway, guys, that's about it. To summarize, people, we spoke about, right? We spoke about Obi Martin, what a signing, like, you know, a generational Jamal Musiala. You know, Arsenal fans are crying. McTomminay 30 million to Fulham, a bit expected. Van-Bissaka 10 million, Carter and losses, a potential 10 million with add-ons. Jao Neves is going to PSG. That means that Ugarte might come to United now quicker than you think. And with a loan, with an obligation to buy, that means that we don't pay nothing. We just pay next year. Like, we might pay a small loan fee, right? And where will Jadon Sancho go? Will he go or will he stay? Like, you know, there's rumors that it might be a swap deal as well for Ugarte. I haven't heard much.
I'd love it to be a swap deal.
Yeah, I mean, a swap deal means that you know, PSG don't have to spend anything, United don't have to spend anything, but we're winning, guys, because we're getting rid of Jadon Sancho's ridiculous wages, and we get Ugarte on a cheaper wage. So we're the winners. Yeah, and for free.
I still have hope that PSG will come in for the number 10, and you know, we will get more windfall. That's what I have hope for, because
you're hoping Bruno goes.
The number 10. Who wears the number 10? Bruno wears number 8. It's on his tattoo, bro.
Oh, no. I thought you were saying positional wise, number 10.
All right.
Oh, no. Because you want to know something? I think, you know, they need a big brand to sustain the league, to help the sponsors.
Then they can take Sancho. They can take Sancho and Rashford. I'll be quite happy with that.
You bet, Jamie, when Pitbull is on it. Listen, there is, I would just shout you out, guys. Listen, 1,228 live viewers at the moment and 95 likes. 5 more likes. And Mark, you got to do it for 5 more likes. 9?
That's what you're going to do. I'm about to go because I have to go. So I've got to stream. I got to do a preview show on the game tonight before I go to bed. So, guys, big up to all of you. It was a pleasure to join Mick. Big up to G Will, Tommy. Always great to see you.
You see what he does, this guy. You see what he does. Whenever it comes to 100, this guy's bolting like Usain Bolt.
Come across to my channel, Mark and MUFC fan, because we're starting the preview for the game versus Real Betis. Guys, come along, and you will see we'll be talking about the game and who's the starting 11, the possible options that we have.
Mark, stay right there. Mark, stay.
I gotta go.
Just stay for a little bit. Stay a little bit. Stay.
It's embarrassing. Okay, it's a disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace.
Okay, you dismiss. Walk away. Bye, Mark. You see, guys, that's what he always does.
Frankie de Jong rumors, they're back, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about that. But guys, just want to tell you, Mark is he does it all the time, right? As soon as we get to 100, he over delivers. He said, I'm going to do the chicken dance. I'm going to do a rap. And as soon as we get to 100, he's out of the door like Weghurst. The horse is bolted. Yeah, we spoke with De Jong. We reported this 2 days ago and basically reported what was printed on one football app. But the thing is, guy's injured. Barcelona wants to get rid of him. We know that Ten Hag still loves him, yeah? We know he wants him. But the thing is, 600K a week wages. Can United pull it through and offer him like a minimum 250? Will it come? I mean, considering we convinced everyone else, we snubbed Lenny from Real, and do you still want him? I said, nah. That boat has sailed.
I think that deal is sort of sailed now. I think when we went for him last season, I think it was, and he only wanted to stay because he weren't getting his money he weren't getting his back pay from Barcelona. So me personally, he seems all about money rather than playing. I think if he was really thinking about playing just football in general, then surely he would have come to United last season.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he wanted to get his back pay.
Yeah. What about you, Tommy?
It'd be a really complicated deal, wouldn't it? Because his wage at the minute has gone up because Barcelona are paying back what they owe him, and he's still going to want that money coming in. So the negotiation for it's a nightmare. And I don't think he really fits the profile now of what.
No, I think it's gone. I think it's gone.
Players.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, Ugarte makes sense as a system player, as a destroyer, right? But Frankie de Jong is more of a ball carrier as well. He can play the 6, he can play centre back, but he can also play number 8. And I think the Frankie de Jong is most lethal as number 8. But there's also a crux what's going to happen with Casemiro as well. Like, will he stay? Will he go? We're going to see at the end of the window. We are struggling to get rid of him. Anyway, guys, I just wanted.
I thought there was a 40 million deal in Saudi for
no, I think they're being smart. Saudis, they're saying, well, nobody else is coming in, so why should we be mugs, right? 30 million, that wage bill. Of course, he will sell them a lot of PR, but we will see. That's kind of cooled off a bit, so I haven't heard much from Saudi at the moment. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's sort of cooled off for that 40 million.
Yeah, but if you get rid of him, that's a massive chunk of his wage bill because he's on 300k a week, you know. So that's a lot, 18 million almost. So for me, like, you know, for me, the main one for me.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go on.
For me, Casemiro can still do a job, right? He can still play a number 8 instead of number 6, right? Play a little bit more advanced. He can still do a job, right? He can't play number 6 anymore. His legs is gone. So number 8 for me should do well, right? And he can progress the ball further as well. But anyway, guys, it is late and it's time to have a little bit of a nap before we see you for the watch along. I want to thank you, everyone. Thank you, G Wolf Premier as well for coming into the channel. Tommy as well, first time you're coming into MUFC Realist TV. And hopefully, Tommy, will you be part of the watch along as well, or potentially?
Yeah, I'm going to try and stay up.
Yeah. Just big up for your beautiful all black shirt, man. Seriously, looks sick.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah. So we basically hit.
Still too tight.
Yeah, we got 98 likes and Mark. Yeah, we got 98 likes, but Mark already bolted. So you know what? Thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And
thanks, mate. See you later.
No worries, man. Everyone is welcome. Anytime we have a call in, have you say. Love United, hate the Glazers, what Rushmano is saying. Listen, at the end of the day, G-Wolf, Premier, good to see a name to my face. You're part of the what do you call it? Not WhatsApp, but I call it Telegram, right?
Yeah.
It's a good up.
Definitely.
Everyone, if you want to join the WhatsApp, not the WhatsApp, the Telegram group.
Telegram.
Yeah, it's like the VR room, but on Telegram form. Lots of bands, a lot of fun. The link is in the video description as well. You can see it. Join the Telegram group if you don't, just download it. It's simple, like all fun. Tommy, see you later, my friend.
Cheers,
big up to you.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
And that's about it, guys. For you that's tuning in retrospective, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are on the road for 40,000. It's been a chilled call-in show, but also breaking a bit of a news. But regarding Scott McTomminay, spoke about Van-Bissaka 10 million as well. Jao Neves Here, we go to PSG 60 million as well. And Ugarte Loan with an obligation to buy what that's got to be in as well. And Rabiot for free. Until then, guys, stay beautiful. And what we say on this channel, peace, love, and go banana. And I want to thank everyone that's donated super chat. We're talking about Alistair Dirks gifted 5 membership. Jonathan Liljenberg also 5 membership. And Jeff Steele with all his beautiful super chats. And Stretford Gamer as well. So until then, bye. Bye. See you on the watch along. Bye for now. Hey. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials. 10 million for Aaron Van-Bissaka. Yeah, I take that. You know, considering we're building a new squad.